you guys, welcome to your morning routine. We're gonna start off with 3 neck rolls to each side, trying to match our breathing with our movement. So we inhale as we tilt our head back and we exhale as it comes forward. We're here to start the day off right, outdo 60, no matter which day you're on. Our goal is to align mind, body, and spirit before we even get out into the world today. Last neck roll, and we'll grab our opposite knee with our opposite hand, reaching over with that same side as we're grabbing our knee. Take 3 deep breaths here. And then we're going to place that arm that was stretching up and over and twist it behind us, taking 3 deep breaths. As we inhale, we straighten up our spine, and as we exhale, we twist a little bit more. Twists connect us with our solar plexus chakra, which is connected to our overall confidence, energy, and well-being, our health. We're going to hit the other side, so grab with the hand that was just twisted back, your opposite knee. We're going to reach over with the other side and take 3 deep breaths here. We'll take that arm that was up and over and take it on back for a nice twist. And now we take it to our backs. We're going to hit a glute bridge position here and walk our shoulder blades together behind us, getting those hips up off the ground, shooting your weight through your heels, getting those hips up to the sky, and interlacing our fingers behind us. Taking 3 deep breaths here. We'll release those hips and our arms up over our head. We'll walk off our feet a little bit in front of us and to the sides for some windshield wipers. I would hit 3 or 4 on each side, stretching out your quads, your hip flexors, getting that nice long stretch overhead with the arms if you want to. Start making your way up off your back and onto all fours for some cat and cows. I get my wrists right under my shoulders, knees right under my hips. Inhale, look up to the sky, get my tailbone up, and then exhale, pressing the floor away, separating the shoulder blades, arching your tailbone down to the floor. We have 3 or 4 of these. On your next inhale, reach one arm forward. I'm taking my right arm here for 3 circles back into a thread the needle. So you'll cross that right arm under your left, place your right cheek down on the ground, and stretch that left arm out in front of you. We're getting a stretch behind the shoulders here, and if you want a little bit more in that left shoulder, you can take that one back for a bind. You'll wrap it around your right hip. If you took a bind, you can release it now, arm back in front of you, and then get that left arm right back under your shoulder, stretch the right arm up, and then right back into all fours. We're going to repeat this on the left side. 3 big circles back into a thread the needle. Left arm crosses under the right, resting your left cheek on the floor. Right arm outstretched in front of you, or you can take it back for your bind, hugging the left hip. If you took the bind, you can release that arm back in front of you. Take a deep breath. Put your right arm back under your shoulder, release the left arm up, take a deep breath in tabletop, and as you exhale, press into your down dog. We'll pedal out the feet here for a couple of reps, maybe 3 to 4 on each side, breathing through this. Here we start walking our hands and our feet together into our forward fold. Take a big inhale, hit a halfway lift, bringing that back into tabletop, and then back to your forward fold, exhale. Taking another big inhale in, reach all the way up overhead, find prayer position, and find an even balance between all 4 corners of your feet and press into all 4 corners of your hand. This is a really great grounding position. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Noticing how your body feels, the room around you, the energy of the day, maybe checking in with what we're grateful for. We'll root through our left foot, drawing our right leg up into tree position, being mindful that our right leg is not pressing into our standing left leg knee. So we can have our foot placed above the knee or right under the knee, bringing those arms up for 1 breath, and then dropping into our forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, and exhale back into your forward fold. We will draw both hands back up overhead and find our prayer position again. This time we'll be bringing that left foot up. Our right foot is rooted down. Our knee is pointed out. It's okay if you're wobbly here. I certainly was. You want to find a point on the wall, something still, and then lift those arms up overhead for 1 breath before we take it back down into that forward fold and meet here together. This time we're going to get into a low lunge. So you choose which foot comes back first. You'll drop that back knee down to the floor and reach both arms up overhead. If you can find prayer position here, awesome. If not, no worries. Take a big inhale up and exhale as you lean back a little bit. The focus on the lean back here is not to arch your low spine, but to open up your chest. Take 3 deep breaths here. And then we'll drop 1 arm, the opposite hand of the leg that's in front, down by your foot, and the other one reaches up for a nice long stretch. 3 deep breaths here. Once you take those breaths, you'll drop both arms inside your lunge foot. You'll walk that heel and toe out, and if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can drop your elbows down inside that foot. You can choose to stay here. If you want a little bit more, you can grab for that back toe, opening up your chest and shoulder here and getting a little bit more of a quad stretch from the back leg. You'll drop both hands down, send your knee back to find your tabletop, lower all the way down, and then press up to your cobra. We'll meet in down dog briefly, and then walk our hands and our feet together for that forward fold. We're hitting the same flow on the opposite side, so taking our opposite foot back for that lunge, keeping those hips nice and squared off, bringing both hands overhead, maybe finding our prayer position, opening our chest up, inhaling straight up, exhale, and find an open-hearted position. Taking those nice deep breaths here. Lowering the opposite hand from the front foot and opening up that top arm for a nice long stretch. Deep breaths here. Dropping both arms down in front of that foot, heel toe outward to hit our lizard pose, and if you can, drop both elbows to the floor. Deep breaths here. If you want a little more, you're reaching for those back toes, opening up your chest and shoulder. Releasing wherever you are, and then finding tabletop one more time, and sending those hips back over the heels for a nice child's pose. We're finishing here, bringing those hands into prayer position behind the head and taking a few deep breaths. Set some intentions for your day ahead. Send some love to yourself. Visualize where you're headed today, sharing love everywhere you go. Happy Outdo You 60. See you guys soon.